What's up? It's Foreign, y'all. So I was on the train the other day and I ran into an old friend and I didn't want to talk to him first off because he gang bang, he smoke weed, he do all that stuff. And I'm like, I'm this good, holy, sanctified Christian girl, right? But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and see what he's talking about. So we started catching up and everything, and he let me know that when I asked him about God, I said, hey, I'm going to ask, where's your standing with God? And it kind of broke my heart because he said that, he told me this. He said, let me ask you a question. Now, what if I done so much stuff that, basically God can't use me or he can't save me or he can't do any of that? And the thing was, he said that he knew God. He said that he knew he was a child of God, but he hasn't been to church. I then explained to him my testimony, that I was born and raised in a Baptist church. My grandma was heavily in the church, and I always found my way back to the church, but I didn't really get to know God until about a year ago. So with that being said, when I let him know that, I told him it's not so much of going to church, but it's having a relationship. Church is just the fellowship and being able to be poured into. And I'm sorry, there's this really beautiful bird outside. Anyway, sorry, my attention span. But it really broke my heart. And he met me while I was in foster care, and he's seen some of the things I was going through. But because back in the day I took a liking to him, I didn't really let him know what was going on, but I began to explain to him that God didn't put you through nothing for no reason. He didn't put you through anything to keep your mouth shut. That is the biggest victory of having a heavy testimony, because you don't know that somebody may be going through that. Somebody may be feeling that way. And when you open your mouth and actually say how God has put you out of that, you can help that sheep get out that pit. And, so many times us women of God, us men of God, we're always searching to find that person, that soulmate that God has for us. Now that we found God, we're searching for this person, or we're just waiting patiently for him to find the wife, him to find the woman. And we're saying, God, if you favor me, if I'm favored now, I just pray that you'll help me with my career, with school, with places that I live. When you really have people out there that is really lost like that, people out there that really feels that they've done so much that they can't get to God. And that's when the enemy shuts up their mouth, because it's all like, if they think, oh, well, I've done so much stuff, God can't reach me, God don't want to hear me, God don't want to answer that call. That's when their life is really, when they lose hope. It's one thing to rebel against God. It's another thing to when you lose hope in him. And I'm just saying, y'all, we got to wake up. We got to stop acting and going to church like it's a fashion show. We got to stop, okay, now that we saved, all that we wanted to do is be around Christian people. Because honestly, I would have never, ever spoke to him at first, because I had this mentality of, oh, here I am, a new woman of God. If you ain't talking about God, don't talk my way. But then I realized if the only people I'm talking to is of God, how am I ever supposed to save souls for the kingdom? If your soul already saved and that's the only reason I'm talking to you, then how am I going to save other souls? How am I going to use my story, what God given me, to help you if you're where I am? And I just think that, we need to be open-hearted and stop worrying about all these other things. God says if he finds favor in us, he'll give us the desires of our hearts. So we can stop worrying about that. But it's the people that think, that lost hope in God, the people that don't even know God, that is the things we need to be focused on. I grew up with this guy, and it hurt my heart. So that's something that opened my eyes. This is not really a poetry video, but I wanted to share those words with y'all because that touched my heart so much. And I've been worrying about everything but saving souls. And that God just really used that to open my eyes. So, on that note, see you till next time. It's Foreign from GCD, God's Chosen Daughters. Whoop whoop. And talk to y'all later. Toodle doodles.